You have anything on you? You have a thunder grenade and a fun with fluids. That's only 1 gold. I have 1 gold.
I think I've read that, but you can check. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop you.
I mean, it can't get any cheaper than 1 gold.
Oh yeah, the mortuary. Yeah, there's the stuff to check in the mortuary as well.
Oh, a medium healing potion.
Yeah, I didn't have these crafting notions. That's good.
I will send the book to you because it says it sells for like 356. So might sell for more elsewhere, maybe.
Hmm.
Okay, so our main task is to solve the murder, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes. Part of that is to go. We need to go to the murder scene first. Otherwise, we're like skipping a lot of stuff. I know there's a crafters area somewhere around here as well. But there's the forge, or the anvil. But I don't have anything to use it with. Do you have a shield on you? Did you pick one up?
I haven't gotten one yet.
No, okay. I can use a shield on an anvil to improve it, I think.
Okay, let's see if this opens the key.
No. It might be the front door.
Might need to blow this one open.
Examine lock level 1. Yeah, I can unlock this.
Okay.
I don't think anyone can see me, so.
It's not a red lock either, is it?
I don't know. I think people just don't like watching you.
Be a criminal.
Yeah.
Ooh, a superior 2-handed sword.
Painting of man.
Oh, we let the rat out.
Oh
Who
no!
let the rat out? Who?
Divine Light skill book. Men at Arms skill. Oh, Medora can actually learn this. Sets the warm status and decreases target's willpower and bodybuilding within the spell's area of effect. Yeah, might as well. There we go. She has Divine Light. Did you already press it?
Yeah, it opened that door.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, interesting.
We've got an unidentified buckler here that I'll send to you.
Cool.
And some unidentified boots.
Everything's just gonna be clogging up my inventory.
And a gold cup. I think this is back down into that horrible place.
Yeah, it's the other side of it. Oh, there's an anvil here. Hello, rat. Come here.
Ah, so the key is to this as well.
They heave themselves across the tunnel like great slimy rats. Soon enough, I'll hear them tapping, banging at my cellar door to think that the smithy of Cyseal will close for this. These doors that have remained open through sleet and shine for 100 years, shut for a passel of living bones. Today, the last fires will burn in my forge. I have crafted traps, many of them. The undead don't like fire, or so I've heard. So they'll get a mouthful of it if they dare to crawl toward this cellar. I only hope that no innocents enter this cellar before the traps are sprung. Alas, it is a chance I must take. Ooh, arrow. See if I get completely blown to smithereens.
Probably.
Ooh, there's a key. Probably for the front door. Ooh, does this? I hope I haven't done something stupid there.
By a scoundrel.
Ow? Was that you?
Nope.
Yeah. I picked up the key and got electrocuted.
It might be the trap. It's here, but I'm not sure. I will flip it back the other way and see what happens. Oh, I think this disarms the trap after it's been triggered. If I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
And we could find out.
That's the fire door. That's where the fire comes from. That thing on the wall.
Yeah.
Can I just activate it by shooting it?
You can step on the one here, I think.
Okay. Right. Does it just fire one or now it fires repeatedly? Okay.
Now to see if this disarms it. It do. Okay.
Okay. I will ungroup for a second and sneak around to the door
Careful
because
now.
it's.
That's a trap.
I need to see if there's a key. There. Right. So that's what the key was for.
I'll go disarm the trap again.
Ooh, repair hammer. Animal hide, old cloth boots. I will just equip those. Yep, we have a repair
There's
hammer
a
now.
lever up there in the corner for the other one.
Yep.
I think there's vents as well in the floor, besides just the one that we got earlier. I'm afraid to move anything.
There's not much else down here.
There's a chest in the
honest.
bottom left.
Ah, yeah, so there is. I'll go.
That's the only other thing I see.
I will be cautious.
It doesn't look like there's hidden walls or anything.
Good cloth cap.
Sounds
We'll
nice.
take that. Actually, I'll send that to Medora. 'Cause she's the tank.
And I'll just take your helmet hand-me-downs as long as they're not medium or heavy.
mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's everything. I can't see anything else. There's a rat to talk to.
A rat, you say?
It's 90 XP. It's nothing.
Receptive travelers find lots more treasure than short-sighted ones.
Interesting.
Groovy.
Groovy. There's a pumpkin. I
There
ate
was
a
a pumpkin in there?
Yeah, I ate a pumpkin.
I emptied that before.
Weird. Oh, shit. Go.
Just
we're
sitting
good.
there pressing the button to stop it. It is my life now. I am Leverman.
I just need to pee real quick.
Okay. I will go cause trouble. Here's some more meat. Killing rats for fun. I probably shouldn't. You know what I should do? Is figure out a way to drag all his characters over here and dig there. Digging there would be a problem. And they all died. I know what happens there. If you continue digging through the dialogue there, it causes like a 9,000 damage explosion. Deter me from being evil. Let us see.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank
Oh, she's
a
updated her stuff.
Sparky, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
What does she have now?
I have wireless headphones, you cretin.
That's
yeah,
half
they
the
update
fun. I
their
know
stuff
you
as you
do.
level up. They update their stuff as you level up, I think.
Let's see. It's either that or it's just like over time they just update it and then you get better stuff as you level up. Better options.
Yeah, I haven't found an identifying glass, so I might just buy one because they don't get used up.
I mean, it also only costs, I think, like proportional gold to the item to identify it as well. Do the lockpicks get used up?
Yes.
Okay.
They don't. You don't. Yeah, you don't keep them. I'm just selling some stuff to pay for some stuff.
Okay. If there's any spare gold. Just seeing what all we have access to, because he has regeneration, I think, already. Yeah, he does.
Sorry?
I was just checking skills that can be purchased. Bitter cold is not something I want.
You're on Jahan, by the way.
Yeah, because he's got prices closer to what you'd have.
All right. All right.
Yeah, the only like really useful things here would be thunder jump, and even then I don't really need that. I need fire spells is what I need. Because I'd like to get like the bolts on my character.
Oh, that's the identifying glass. I only need one, thank you. So there's nothing else you want on this woman?
Not yet.
Ooh,
Not that
blessed
we need right
fine
away.
leather armor. I might take the armor. Initiative plus movement and HP.
Because mostly what I want to save for is... I'm going to go check if he actually has it in here. I think it's this guy that sells stuff, or is... No, it's not you.
Holy shit, those paintings sell for loads.
Yeah.
I think that's why I kept stealing paintings in Baldur's Gate.
They don't sell for tiny amounts in... whatchamacallit?
DOS 2,
Baldur's
they
Gate
sell
either.
for a lot as well.
Oh, it's you. Come closer.
They
then.
sell for a decent
Closer
amount in
up.
BG.
My ears aren't
He
what they
doesn't
used to be.
have...
Alright, you're advancing the plot without me, it's fine.
I was trying to see who has the fire scrolls and
Our city
fire and earth
welcomes
scrolls.
you.
'Cause she's wind and lightning.
Alright, well, I'm gonna identify a fuck ton of items now. So.
Okay. I'm holding on the discussion with him.
Oh, damn, that's a nice crossbow. 2438.
Dang. I think your starter one is like, what,
It's-
21 max?
1624. This one has it reduces my movement further, but gives me plus 11 HP. So
Oh, you don't need to
it's still
move.
better. It's true. Knife, antique wand. Once I've identified the wands, I'll just send them.
Yeah, I'll take any wands you have. Staves are nice. I might actually switch him over to using wands as well, though, so. Simply because it's
Ooh.
more damage.
These will be for you because I already have higher armor ones.
Okay.
Basically, any cloth armor I'm just gonna send over to you. Ooh, except for these though, because they give plus crafting. I think that's everything. I need to send those over to Medora. Shield, I'll just sell. Yeah, I think I've identified everything.
Say the only thing that I need is int. Everything else is
Yeah.
secondary because you're probably going to take most of the hits.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll heal you after this as well.
What's Medora gonna look like once we change her armor? Not quite as cool, unfortunately, but she does need the better armor. Yeah,
We
because her
could
new,
go- Sorry.
her old armor's 28. This new armor's 40.
So we could go get her the orc armor if you want.
Well, if we pass by it, we pass by it. You know, I ain't gonna.
We have to fight a
I'll-
level 6 orc, I think, to get it, but
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. There's no rush. Right, I am here.
okay. Tell me about yourself.
My elf? What elf?
That's a good start.
Oh,
Jeez.
myself.
I forgot
I
he's
am
an
Cecil,
idiot. Well, no, he's deaf.
Cecil, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Cecil through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed.
So what are these issues?
What? Oh, you mean Cecil? Very difficult times indeed. As
Got
though
the chickens in the
devil
house.
chased him by source magic, no less, wasn't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders.
Do I have to kill the
undead
chicken?
have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are
I
making
want
a
some
habit
barbecue
of
chicken.
savaging
Oddly
our
enough,
villages.
I know that's wrong, but
I
always want barbecue chicken, man. That's just my state of being.
Oh, I'm gonna need to take a nap before D&D tonight.
oh, probably same here. I actually have to get some writing done. Finally finished editing the Front Mission 3 video, though.
Nice.
And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic.
Oh, the Staff of Parmesan.
Sort, a weapon called the Staff of Pergamon. Jake, murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed.
What? He was murdered? What?
To myself, the Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob.
Oh my.
As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure. An all right bloke, apart
Duke
from all
of
this
Ferrol.
Esmeralda nonsense.
Isn't that a
The
reference?
whole town knows
Duke of
the
Earl.
only goal of his business
Yeah.
trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor.
Let's see. I want to know about this staff.
What of what now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. Ah, you mean the staff? of
He interrupts
Pergamon.
all of them with that,
Yes,
doesn't he?
Yes. I
Yeah,
was
pretty much.
expecting a
Okay.
shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
I think knowing about the staff itself is
The
probably more
staff
important.
itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead.
Her just going up and down the stairs kind of creeps me out, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know why she's doing that.
His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind.
Okay. Undead in
What?
Sicil.
The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those
What?
bastard
He's such a
skeletons
wazzock,
all
man.
suffocated the city.
He's all over the place.
With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle.
Remember to hydrate, guys. Actual water is good for you.
Water? My body lives on caffeine.
I know, right?
I would say the chemical formula for it instead of H2O, but I don't remember what it is.
Caffeine.
Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. I suppose
It's made from
you
cows.
really don't know. I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics.
So good.
You see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally...
He's giving me the birds and the
Well,
bees.
they...
Well, you did ask him about sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor.
There is a story I
Sake,
could tell.
I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees.
My
when
mom, when
Sicil's
we
on the
was
siege
much,
by
much
orcs,
younger.
undead, and cultists.
We used to tell her just a sec a lot.
Yeah.
One day she got fed up. I have no sex left. You can
Well.
imagine how well that did with like teenagers.
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking perfect. Perfect thing to say.
Tell me about Viconia.
My dear girl.
Oh, sorry, Victoria.
My darling adopted daughter. My pride and joy. I introduced her to my library when she was a girl. She quickly proved that the preconceptions we humans hold of orcs as savage
Is that a
beasts
dog that just
are
popped in there?
patently false.
No, it's a cat.
Okay. I just saw like
that
the
cat
tail.
is in love with the cat in the inn, and you can do a quest to get them to fall in love.
If
Aww.
you're looking for
Yeah.
something special, just
Matchmaker,
ask.
matchmaker,
She
bring
knows
me a
every
match.
book by heart. Papa's smart little cookie.
Ew.
No. Library?
Depends. What kind of berries are you interested in exactly? Ah, the library. Yes, yes. You must
He
have a
hurts my
visit.
soul, but I'm
It's the
so gonna
gem
end
of
up being
Sightseer.
him.
Would you like to have a look?
when I
I'm sure
when I
to
get old
upstairs
and start
myself.
going deaf. I will intentionally do that.
I know.
Marvelous. Follow me then.
I don't remember if he has anything.
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel
All right,
of
love.
Sightseer's crown.
I didn't even have to talk to him. He just started
Cultural
talking.
learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain.
I mean, with a skull that big, they probably do have a larger brain.
Yes. Victoria's come a long way.
Oh, just
from
a
that
very
little
dense
bundle of
skull.
claws and teeth I adopted so long ago.
Then they would just look like me.
It brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself.
Well, we've already done that.
I know
So.
Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
The downside of having the mentality of my brain, sadly, goes to like wanting to break games for some reason. I'm like, will it let me?
I
Is my
know.
first thought.
What? Oh, it's you. What news?
We could also ask for more work for the trio of sailors.
I thought you wanted to get them in the Ponzi scheme.
I do.
All right then. Let's
He
do
does
that.
have information about the Fabulous Five as well.
Oh, yes, the Fabulous Five. Aren't they simply
go for it.
fantastic? I'm sure they'll get the job done in no time, especially with your expert hand lent to their cause. That machine Ahu built is an abomination. It must be stopped at all costs. I bet the wizard himself could provide some advice regarding how to destroy it. He's the mad scientist who crafted it after all.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think what all we need to do today. Okie dokie.
We can tell the guys that we got their work.
Yeah, and we can investigate the crime scene as well.
Yeah, we got time.
Those are some good things to do.
This ain't Baldur's Gate. This isn't Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3. I'm down to play.
Brain fart. Yeah, my brain just went. I had a thought. It escaped me.
That's okay.
I like these chunkier characters.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
While Baldur's Gate characters are very awesome looking, like all of them look somewhat cool.
I don't think Baldur's Gate has much
Character.
style. Yeah, it's not particularly unique.
This stands out. Of
Yeah,
course,
exactly.
Baldur's
This
Gate
is
1 and
memorable.
2 didn't really have.
No,
much
not really. But
either.
they were so. I don't know. I mean, in the cutscenes, I guess, like Saravok and stuff.
Yeah, pointy bits.
Saravok Anchev.
Have you found us a job yet?
Anchovy.
You must
We'll take anything.
You must
really.
gather your party before venturing forth. About finding work, I think, is the.
I have it here somewhere.
It's the third one.
You must gather your party before
Oh, right.
venturing
Fuck's
forth.
sake. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
The Fabulous Five, eh? That sounds like just the right opportunity for three brawny buccaneers like us. We'll go right away. Thanks.
I forgot they didn't have Steam achievements when I first played this.
Oh, are you getting a bunch of achievements?
I just got an achievement now, yeah.
I think I have like 3. I can look. Yeah, I have Trick Bag, Mind is a Terrible Thing to Test, and The World Needs Guts. and eating the shell thing.
Ahoy,
I have 4.
sailor!
Hmm.
Are you enjoying the fresh wind?
Is this is the guy we need to talk to about the staff, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he also is a merchant, so he has stuff that can be
Mhm.
bought that's halfway decent. He doesn't have anything I want. Oh, there's a lockpicking key thing, a lockpicking ring with fire
Oh yeah,
resist
it's only
on.
480. I'll buy it. You have minus 15 attitude with him, so.
Yeah, I start with that. That's actually better than base. I start with minus 20.
Well, if you know about the staff, I suppose you also know it's gone without a trace.
Yeah, where'd the trace go?
Raphael voiced a lot of this.
Overboard.
It's just
stolen, or
Raphael the game.
Yeah.
No, I'm quite eager to see it return. I've got a reputation to uphold, you know. Wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. I tried myself, but sailors tend to be a bit tight-lipped when they're afraid of getting one another in some trouble.
Should I talk to them then? Because I have charisma and stuff.
Not to rat out.
Yeah, especially for shopping.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I meant to the men for the quest, but yes, I will do
yeah.
it for the shopping. Right, let me have a look. So yes, oh wow, actually, quite a significant drop. It's 437 for me,
Dang.
the ring. Yeah, so pretty decent.
That'd be good for you
Just
since
trying to
you're...
think. Yeah, I'm just thinking what I can sell. Does wearing leather armor like do anything bad for you, or would you just rather stick with your robe?
I have leather armor right now. It's +1 initiative compared to the robes that are nothing.
All right, I'll send you my antique leather armor afterwards. I can't do it while I'm
Yeah, no.
in a conversation.
No big
so.
rush.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Right. That's all I can do. Okay, right, so give me a sec. Take that, and I will equip the ring, so I now have even better lockpicking. Alright, let me talk to the men.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Is there any men here, or is it just those two? It's just those two. Okay. Oh, there's this one as well. Pablo.
Is that why we never sail to Yuthel Gore anymore?
It's like 35, 58.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him. I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature. Ever hear about the time
This is also Raphael.
Everyone is Raphael.
as fine a specimen as one of her stocks here.
There is no avoiding Raphael in this.
Oh, here we go.
Did you get information on him?
Yep, we need to find a guy called Dietmar.
Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where he could possibly be now. Captain Conrad's the man to ask for such matters.
Alright, so a lot of back and forth.
Yep.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard.
I'm just equipping skills because it changes my skills when I change my wands.
Yep, I'm just waiting for
Speaking of youthful gore,
you listening in, so you don't miss anything.
There we go.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Okay, I'm listening.
What? That weasel has it for sure. But I'll tell you this. I didn't speak of that stuff to a soul on board. If he's the one who took it, he must have known it was on the ship before stepping foot on her decks. I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an out-of-sight beach somewhere. He's probably there now trying to launch a vessel in private. If he hasn't already escaped, that is.
Are there any time-sensitive missions in this that you know of?
Within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Yes, but it's more like, you know, either if you do a quest before it, or like the burning ship one, if you just leave it too long, the ship will just be destroyed.
Okay.
Maybe if we go back to the previous beach, he'd be there. I don't know. I'm just gonna Can you just teleport? Or, no, you have to use the fucking teleport menu.
We also have.
Oh no, you.
Sorry, go ahead.
You have to use the You have to use a waypoint to go to waypoints. They changed that in.
It will.
Yeah,
be
I'm just thinking if we go back to the old beach, what will be fixed?
We get access to being able to teleport anywhere eventually. I accidentally stumbled upon it when I was testing recording.
I'm just thinking he might be on these. He might have like appeared on these beaches.
Possibly. Son of a beach.
Can we go back through this way? Yes, we can. Cool. No, oh no, this leads to Ishmashal. We have to go around.
See if the pathfinding works. Run, run, run! Oh, is our boat actually seaworthy? It looks like it might still be.
I don't know if that's our boat. I think we were dropped off. Because they probably dropped us off and took their boat back. I'm thinking that's just an aesthetic thing. Alright, doesn't... Oh, actually, there's a bit further to go.
Don't see anybody.
No, okay, so it's not this beach. It'll probably be the beach with the orcs, then.
That would be fine. If he's on the orc beach, he's probably dead.
Yeah, this is also very true.
The only other spot I can think of is maybe...
Well, there's no rush, as long as we keep in mind that he's on a beach somewhere.
He is the son of a beach. Huff, 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 huff. Yeah, I think we might want to invest... Oh, wow. I think I almost just spoiled myself on something.
On an area.
Yeah, all that poison there does not look pleasant. I forgot that the camera's a lot more free in this than it is in Booger's Gate.
What beast could have slaughtered these people? Whoops, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. We didn't do it.
Wasn't me. Ignore the spiders. That is not evidence against us. Despite us being the only ones that summon spiders. So just don't stand in oil when fights if you can. At least until I change my wands.
I don't plan to.
Because we have only gotten fire wands. I was just looking at the trails coming off of...
Yeah.
The two buddy boys. Leather brothers.
Ugh.
Is it phrasing? I mean, both your characters look kind of alike now.
A little bit.
And both of mine have started to look a little bit alike as well. Except for the red pants.
Yep. There's the quest at the circus we can do. We can go look at the crime scene finally.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably the crime scene, because if I remember correctly, there's... That triggers us getting the ability to teleport, or is it the medicine one? I don't remember which.
I don't remember, but there's... Yeah, it's not long. If you're thinking about the pyramids, they don't let you teleport anywhere unless you leave one somewhere.
No, not the pyramids. It gives you access to your, like, shelter thingy, your camp or whatever.
I remember what you're talking about now.
With such things.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be
Hello.
lining your pockets.
I don't think anyone here really has much to say, do they?
I think we need to talk to the barman to get access to the
Well, tall as an elf, strong as an orc.
the crime scene.
Your face. Quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge.
Oh, damn.
And my word,
Yeah, I'm just going to everyone's
what
inventory to try and
passion
see if I
burns from
can
your eyes.
Yeah.
Please forgive my being forward,
find
but
anybody that has
I
fire
dare say,
spells.
Can it be? You're exactly the person I've been searching for. That I have. vanilla.
Who have you been searching for? That's always creepy
I'm
when
sure
people
you
say
must
that, or
know what
like,
I mean.
I dreamed
Like
of you. It's like,
existence
nah.
itself a significant component. Like if you could only fill a certain void, could connect with the right body, the right spirit. Together
It's all
you
right
could
to dream
uncover
about
new
somebody if
unknown
you've known
vistas.
them, but it is not all right to say you dreamt about somebody before
I
meeting
believe
them.
I
That's
have
just
found
creepy.
That component,
Yep.
that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we are to be united, we must truly entwine
What is she
our
fucking
fates.
talking
We
about?
must link our causes forevermore. Yes, you must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon
Oh.
as time permits. Together, as a team, we'll explore the boundless realm before us. We'll uncover
We're
fate,
already part of the
inch
Fabulous
by
Five, so
Yeah, we've already joined in on that. So the barman.
that is one hell of a way to like get
Hearty
people to
welcome the King
join your
Cabin, and a pleasure to
fucking
have you.
Ponzi scheme
You
is to
look like
literally
you could
flirt
use
with
a
them.
round or
Oh,
three.
yeah.
So what'll it be? Have a seat and stay
That's how you
a
get
while.
people in cults too.
Yeah.
They say
need
he's
to
privy
close
to
that.
ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even.
What do you know
fathom.
about Jake's murder?
Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
What about the night of
That
the murder?
room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean.
No, explain it to
She
me.
came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counsellor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed in a washing fright.
Why would you use your grandfather's
By
machete
the
instead of
time
just
I
getting,
burst into that room,
a new
it was
one that's
horribly
actually sharp?
silent. There was only Jake on the floor.
You know what sentiment is, right, Al? You've heard of like
surrounded by
love and
what
caring
may
about
as
your
well have been a
heritage and stuff.
battlefield.
You've heard of that, right?
Only word I know is apathy.
Do I seem like
Ah, okay. Well, it's this thing
Whoever
that, you
told
know,
has escaped through
when
the
objects
window.
mean
But
something
I
to a
saw an
person.
area I saw when I looked out. You
Yeah.
can bet I had
They
taken
sell
the
them
for
Legion
more.
barracks faster than a
No,
jackrabbit
no, they
after
keep
that.
them for because it makes them happy to look at them.
What is this happiness you speak of? Kidding.
Right, I haven't got that far.
Oh, do you suspect anyone?
Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake.
It's a grave mistake in a literal sense.
Esmeralda's
Wait.
long-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you
Where
happen
did
to
we
ask
read
him
about the Duke of Ferrell?
Esmeralda,
We
I'd
were told
recommend
about him being her lover.
Old.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's the elf to talk to as well. Is this? I think. No, this is Francis.
They don't seem
It
to...
said on the first floor, and this is the only other first floor room. Oh, it's these.
It's Zoom tight. Unless they mean first floor as in...
Oh, American. Oh no, British. Yeah.
The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
The revelation? What?
You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has, as yet, been lost. Steel yourself, friend, for your
Welcome to the
mortal
cult.
spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth.
Cults are
The
fun.
conduit, our link to the
Real sense of
goddess
togetherness.
herself, has given us a special
And they
gift.
provide free
And
Kool-Aid.
the gift is thus. By following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye. She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path to the goddess, where all living souls are naturally inclined. She showed us that injury and malady need not mark the end of life, but that through her methods we could ascend to greater life in service of the goddess. For this hallowed information, you must seek an immaculate chapel. Go north, friend, through the forest and into the town of Silverglen, where all may be revealed.
This guy looks like
among
the
her followers
villains
and
from
friends
frickin'
dwells the
Superman.
goddess's ecstasy, her
Nah, I
one
guess so, yeah.
way. Go on the path to the...
Alright. I wanna see this fucking elf dude, what he's got to say first.
Okay. Up the stairs we go. Autosave successful, so you are onto something up there.
Sheriff, is it? It's this one. Egglander.
Oh.
I think there is more stuff to like learn in here, but you know.
By the filed teeth.
Oh yeah, this is the old guy we talked to. Okay.
Why is closing the door like a crime?
You have come. Yes. That is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now. Repeat
Citizen,
the
you should really
words
run
of
away, because you're about to fucking
Whittletooth,
die.
The child snatcher of Carador. Come, play with me, for I'm hungry. Come, play.
This is gonna be a fight, isn't it?
I think so.
The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity.
Maybe I shouldn't be on the front lines in this one.
You'll be fine. We're in close proximity.
The serpentine stalker hisses
If I get first turn, I'm just gonna teleport him to you.
Darkness, darling.
You don't need to do that.
It's fun to teleport, though.
I noticed. They do land on people and do damage, so keep that in mind.
Of Gandalf, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandalf no more.
Imagine having to make the pronunciation guides for all of this.
All
Yeah.
undone. Every last one of us. Except for me, the Midnight Rambler, away from the city.
I've heard that song.
I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me. Oh no.
Oh, he just wants us to kill a fuck ton of orcs. I remember now.
Kazuldagar has been bled. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now is almost over.
This guy sounds like
Lady of the last game,
the robot
I
medic,
swear
like the
she's
robot
almost
doctor in
done.
BG3.
Only the
in
very
Act 2.
last one of the
To an extent,
Kazuldagar
yeah.
still eludes me.
It's also kind of like,
Crowning kill that would seal its fate and
I wouldn't be
mine
surprised
alike.
if it is Balthazar as well. Balthazar has
Maybe.
slightly deeper, but
Yeah,
still that.
but you don't know how much of that is like post-processing, because
Yeah.
he definitely had like an edited voice.
I have tracked her down by the curse of the spine spear I have.
Oh,
She
yes,
does
I do.
not know her ill-shapen
I remember this
sun
quest.
is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last.
But I don't want to kill Victoria.
Yes.
I think you can convince her to give you the amulet.
She is the one whose heart must be held in hand, The heart
Kinda wanna
around
kill this
which
guy.
The fingers of that hand must clench.
Blood
and
vendetta
tighten
for hundreds
until
of
its
years.
choking flesh
Yeah, if you wanna.
bulges
I'm not gonna
with
stop you.
blood, and its beat slowly
It'd be a crime.
breaks.
We'd have to fight the entire town.
Not if it's a
So
quest
you
option, I think.
Gazuldaga. They knew my name. Oh, yes. By the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant. She who was to be queen. To no avail. Oh, no. Years, how many I know not. Years I searched. And now she has been found. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc, a cyst of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow.
He really doesn't like them.
Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of the Kazuldagar. By the breasts of Sishara Goatsuckler, give me my revenge!
It's not the guy that does the Malus Thorm, the doctor.
Aw.
I checked.
My name is Eglandir Twilsalanar.
We already know that about him. Hey, we got
That was
discussions.
Quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
I like how we're just saying this in front of him.
Soon the last will be beaten.
He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time?
All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
Indeed. Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past. And yet she's on a, let's call him, eccentrics hit list.
He just strokes the closet over there. Ooh, we got forgiving. I am apparently immune to being cursed, charmed, and feared right now.
Yeah, I think we can go talk to Victoria about it.
Okay, and then we can come back here and do more
it.
elf discussions. Or
Yep. I think if we want to do the advance the plot a bit and advance the look at the thing.
Yep.
Then, where are you going?
Going to do the Victoria thing real quick, and then we can.
All right. Yeah.
Do.
With many cheeses.
The cheeses will never escape. The cheese stands alone. Hey, Victoria. I may not have charisma.
Jageta, friend.
But I have charisma.
I am Victoria, daughter of when I was
Oh yeah, we've
young,
already
the
done
fisherman
all
who
of
fucking
these
raised me like I
through
was
you.
his own. Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to
Okay,
peruse
let's
and
discuss
even take with you.
Elgandare the
Here
elf.
is Zor. Oh, do pardon my language, my friend. But that is quite the startling revelation. So much sadness, so much anguish. Eglandir's tale is heartrending, though it seems that in the pursuit of retribution, he has himself become as great a ghoul as those that wronged him.
Actually, have
Just a bit.
spells.
No.
Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why must he make me, of all gentle-minded and life-loving creatures, why must he make me the target of his imperishable hate? Whom have I ever harmed? I live for books, not brutality. So,
And yet you dress
let
like
us
that.
approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves,
She dresses for war.
where do we go from here? Though, first let me say this. Hashizm bil kushum zunum. From my heart, I thank you for warning me. I thank you and I trust you. So pray, let me pose the question. What do you advise we should do? My amulet? But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul.
I mean, he could change the subject and I could try and convince her.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you try. You probably have way better stats on it than me.
I think I have 2 charisma right now.
Here, I will quick save just in case this goes really badly.
Oh, I don't have higher. You actually had more intimidate than I did.
You have reason. I think I had a reason one as well.
Yeah. Mine says 1.0 instead of whatever yours did, which was weird.
It's strange.
Oh, so it's still a contest. Like it's
Just
come
with
up
her.
with the... Yeah, I have higher reason though, so... Default 2 charisma bonus. Charisma bonus and context bonus. Okay. Well, let's hope I win then. Well, that's a shit start.
That's why I quick saved.
No, we're not cheating. If we lose, we lose. I hate this. Fuck!
I always lose at the computer with it. Because it never chooses the same one you chose, so it's a 50-50 chance as to whether it...
Yeah. Yeah, they don't use, logic. But I win!
Yay!
It came down to almost 1 point, though.
When you put it like that, I guess I cannot say that it is. I do this very reluctantly, but fine.
Oh, so just for reference, what I chose is, it is but your amulet, the elf, it is a keepsake, no matter how precious, worth your life. There you go. Cool. We ended it amicably and got 600 XP for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
We
yeah,
killed one orc
Victoria time.
and saved the other.
Yeah, that is actually kind of ironic.
You shall be judged guilty.
Well, because one was charmed, the other was actually raised, to not be a psychopath.
Yeah. I am surprised that we don't set the floor on fire, by the way.
Well, because none of it's touching the floor. They're just emanating hotness.
By the filed teeth
Aren't we all?
of Suluma Soul Shredder. Here I wait for thee in the dark. But the stab shall bring the light.
I wonder how much money we get for
Minister
this.
to death. That is what I... Yes. Have you made the orc feel the black and biting cold center toward the gangling grip of the greedy grey?
Here you go.
So it is. So it is.
Jesus. How much XP did we get for that?
Palest favorite steak you
I didn't see.
by me. Oh, Ravager of Gazaldagar, the last of their line is dead. The house of Gandavon has been avenged. Sweet flowing blood. The quest of decay is at an end. My wealth is yours. My life is death's. By the hollow sockets
Is he just gonna kill himself?
If he does, I'm looting him.
I bid thee
Yeah, absolutely.
and fond farewell.
Oh, no, he just leaves. We
That
got like
goes to you.
1,000 XPs for that.
That goes to you. You got a golden combat knife, so that'll go to you.
A nice bow that I'm never going to use. And a ring.
Lying to him will never come back to bite us
Earth
in the
resistance,
ass.
Lawmaster. I guess I'll take that because I'm also Lawmaster. The bow is nice, but I don't use bows. Okay. You've made it now that she's going to be upset if we open that door. Are you stealing?
I was about to. Just gotta wait for them to pass, and then we can open the door. Coming back. Can they actually see through the window?
No.
Sneaking failed. Here,
It didn't for
there's
me.
some boots for you.
See, I'm sneaking. Can I just right-click and select? I can right-click and identify instead of double-clicking everything. Ooh, battering and lucky charm.
Lucky charms.
I'm gonna send them to.
They're magically delicious.
Send them to you.
Of course, they're both just like sitting in front of the fucking door.
We're good. There is more people to talk to, but I think we need to advance the main quest before we do it. In yonder shapes. She is so paranoid.
Where did he go, George? Where did he go?
I'm waiting to go downstairs.
Oh.
You've moved
It showed you
your
were
camera again.
talking on my screen
Yeah,
for some reason.
I was talking to Medora.
Oh. Oh. I was on the wrong character.
Oh, we need to go talk to Captain Arrhenius. Or Aureus, who is way over to the right.
Hello, Cap. No, that's Duke of Farrell.
Oh, as in he's like to the right of the village. I mean, the Duke of Farrell might know stuff.
Suppose you're here to viciously interrogate.
Like, we got a
me
lot of people to
information
talk to.
I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
I've heard quite the story about him and
Yes,
Esmeralda.
She and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from Jake while he lived. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other.
You did not like being questioned about that.
She had hers, and there was little passion left between them. Certainly not enough to fuel a murder.
What do you know about the
Very
murder?
Tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Chancellor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wished the man harm.
And let's stroke his ego by asking
I
about
am
himself.
the Duke of Ferrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
Yep, we've heard of you. He's a weirdo. He's the Duke of Earl.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is the way down.
To where?
The caves underneath.
Mm.
I'm not sure. Got Esmeralda, but we actually want to talk to the guy that lets us into the room first.
Aureus. His office is this way. It'd help if when I clicked on things it worked. What's this one?
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could.
Oh, no, there's no door there. I'm dumb.
Well, if we ask him to hold the door.
The fuck up.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you
So-called
must.
source hunter.
Don't make
So
waves.
cold.
Don't interfere
I
with
am
the
very
Legion's
sure I am a
work,
source
you hear?
hunter. Oh, he's got man-at-arms skills.
Sick.
Let us discuss Jake's murder.
Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot.
I mean, that is pretty magical.
Nevertheless,
Pigeons aren't real.
to be kept in the loop. Understand?
They're just spy drones.
I am in command of this town.
I know
Yeah,
that
that's what-
conspiracy theory.
Not Ahu,
That's what COVID was for, to change the batteries.
not some upstart source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter.
Oh, the subject
Now
of
off
Jake's
with you.
corpse.
Yeah, we can ask about that.
I see. You've come to report a dead sheep. A heap of mutton that sailed into view upon your robbing the grave of a councillor. Lovely. Well, don't just stand there gawking like guppies. Hire yourself to Roberts the mortician. If anyone buried a sheep, obviously it was him.
And what about his
Esmeralda
wife?
is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly
Dude, we're just
would
asking
explain
questions,
some of
man.
the
Can you chill the fuck
cock-ups
out?
you lot have made in the past.
There we go.
What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity.
Will
The
you
Legion
now?
relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
For some reason, I don't believe him.
Hmm.
If you must.
I'll ask about the sect.
Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
Yeah, we can ask about more stuff later.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't what's his face upstairs from here?
Ahu? No, he has
Aru?
a tower. Oh, no, so he is.
I hope your quest fares
thought you had a
well,
town.
dear hunter. By all means.
Source Hunter business? Yeah, Jake's murder.
Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. His body is gone? Replaced with that of a sheep? This is all
It was just
very
polymorph
disconcerting,
in
to say
the
the least.
grand scheme of things.
Grave robbing reeks of necromancy. Could Jake have been involved with those that raise the dead? It seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless, you're onto something, Hunter.
Ahu is
Do
fucking
follow the
jacked.
scent and see
Oh
where
yeah,
it leads
he's
you.
ripped. And he has fire books.
Hey.
Flare is probably one that I'd need. And Boulder Bash. We have the money to spare.
Striking it rich!
I can
Jesus,
but piece together what few
What was that
mortals
striking it
fell
rich
from the
thing?
grapevine into
I
a
picked
rather
up the
disappointing
the
meal, I'm
book we need for the quest with the robot.
Mm-hmm.
They say a woman arrived in the King Crab
Yeah,
Inn
and she
sometime after
fucking
midnight.
was
She retired
elated
to a
about
room
it.
on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted.
Apparently
and the
she can't see you
thundering
from there.
light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons.
No, that's why I did it.
It took a while for the landlord to.
I'm
pluck
talking
up the
about
courage
Medora
to
can't
enter the
actually see
mystery
you.
room. When finally he did,
What do you mean
he
she can't
found
see
Jake
me?
there.
Because she doesn't have the
Dead.
leadership.
Oh, right. No,
She must be
that's
like
weird.
inside the object.
Yeah,
or something.
maybe.
How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt. I myself have none, even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife Esmeralda. Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters.
And I think this is the last thing he has to say probably about the orcs.
I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry.
Okay. Yeah, do we have any spare money for like firebolt and stuff or no?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I think it's boulder bash and fire something. The ranged one.
Mm-hmm. Sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, and sell that. Firebolt, you said, yeah?
Yeah, the not fireball, but the low level one. Might be like fire spark or something like that.
Flare?
Yeah, there we go. Flare. And boulder bash. I just remember boulder bash because it makes me think of boulder dash.
Summon spider, earth absorption, boulder bash. Okay. Bless removes curse. Okay.
If you have any spells you want me to cast to like support you on those, grab them and I'll learn them. I think there's a limit to how many I can learn, but
Fortify might be good for what's the face, but for now we don't want to like rush into buying a bunch of shit because you get a lot of stuff for free. Okay. Someone mentioned one of your failed experiments.
self-aware, Jesus. Machines being self-aware is terrifying.
You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I use to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here, too. Yours, if you can find it. I really should invite Victoria one of these days so she can help me organize my mess of a library.
It is really a mess. That just seems like a hazard having books stacked up like that.
Yeah, or wobble.
Yeah.
Or wobble. Send and send. There you go.
Grazie. I can cast spells now.
Woo!
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all
I think we have all the elemental interactions as well.
She bit me in the face.
Since Rain from What's-His-Face can give me the stun at a distance for AoEs.
Yeah.
I'm thinking... What else do we need to do today? Investigate the corpse for sure. All the room.
Yeah.
I think this spot right here is where the lady is that wants to know about the sheep.
Yeah.
She looks like Littlefoot.
A little bit.
Source hunters, eh? All right, prop. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget.
Yeah, I don't think you
finest in
need
me
the
herd.
sheep in order to...
Oh, Ogget, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor, sweet, plump girl. You've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all the mutton.
We don't even get anything
Not
for it,
even
you
a
just told her
sausage
about it.
grinder will want her now. Give her here, will ya? Me little mouldering darling.
Oh, we did get a new log entry though.
Market, it seems.
Yeah, there's probably more to it. Lost her sheep. We found the rotting remains of a sheep. Could it be Bertier's? We found Bertier's sheep, but who could have stolen it? Yes, we have to...
Solve the crime.
I love how Jahan just gets annoyed that you're not doing the main quest.
You're not doing his quest. Isn't there stuff in the basement of this place too?
Yeah, there's stuff everywhere.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus' explicit approval. Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, you're
Hi,
the one
Raphael.
getting your ear chewed off as a watch
Raphael
for the town's
again.
finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
And then as soon as we walk in, zap.
And we faint. And they all die. Well, I guess we're starting over now.
We got 900 XP for that.
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying
They're
into
always
the
going to be
stars.
slightly ahead of us in level. That's sad. Don't know if there's too much like actually lootable here, but
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious.
you don't look like Balthazar. Chrono Trigger. Balthazar, not not undead Balthazar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes,
Who
yes,
are
yes,
you?
yes. Proper introductions. Zixex, the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question.
I love his ears.
On such
Yeah.
a tiny and rapidly
Wonder if they're
shrinking
prehensile.
vestige of space and
No,
time,
I don't think so.
I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow.
I have to admit, it would be handy if you could like pick up a spoon with your ears and just eat that way while your hands are free.
Well, I won't call it handy. But...
It's Loby. Why is this place, as you say, shrinking?
Asked a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have.
Sorry if you can hear my screaming animal in the other room.
Naturally to have
Nope.
no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
Out with it, imp.
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens, and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
I think that imp may be quite.
They need to maintain this lens a little better.
Mm-mm.
Got some schmoo on it.
It's got some serious schmoo.
You looked.
The void.
You saw. Terrifying, isn't? What's this? The portal. It's.
His run animation, man.
So
fucking
excited.
wild.
The portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more! It cannot be coincidence.
Are we connected to this plane?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen.
I do find it funny that
Long have
I
I
look
been
like the
waiting here,
tank
hoping that
with
one
magic
day
wands,
this very
while
portal
you
Yeah.
guys
would
look like the
ignite.
rogues and.
Well, I
agile
kind of am
characters.
the rogue.
Then,
Yeah,
no
you
longer
are.
than a few mere
Medora's the
moments
tank.
after you arrive,
She'll look tanky when she gets proper armor.
the chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
I love Medora. She's great.
What happened through the
Me,
lens?
how right you are.
She is. I like her accent. She's very well voice acted so far.
I think she's a great character. I think she's very, very unique. I don't think I've ever encountered a character like her in games in general.
It is the void itself.
So her story is pretty good.
Dragon that is
Yeah, I think so.
Creation. When I speak of the end of
Because I know this doesn't have like romances or anything in it. I know it's just like it tells their story through choices and stuff like that.
I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
I for some reason think I know somebody that looks like this guy's profile pic.
Harsh.
I worked with them. Had about as many teeth.
At least you didn't say it was John.
I actually don't know what John looks like. Well, I know what John looks like. I don't know what John looks like.
Yes.
Question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain. After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side.
Can I steal his outfit?
No, but I think you can... Yeah, I think there's stuff in his... There's some wine, beer. That's about it. Alright, in we go.
The description on that. It reeks like an orc's breath blown through an old boot.
Alright. Let's go!
Yay!
Yes, just as I hoped.
Look at it!
I wish we had that run animation, or could like be one of them.
A chicken just appeared.
What?
A chicken has appeared.
Party animal? It's called party animal? Wait a minute. Hold
You
up.
better not harm that chicken.
Talk to it.
I can't.
Oh.
It's level 20 as well. That chicken would fuck us up.
Oh, it's level question mark for me.
It's level 20. Character has no talents. It has 100% resistance to everything.
878 HP?
Yeah.
I don't think we can.
Oh, it's because I have Lawmaster that I know what level it is.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, the skills actually fucking mean stuff. It's really cool. Ooh, there's a book. I shall read it. I already have the benefits from it, though.
Oh,
I love the plot of this game. I think it's so interesting.
Ass chest.
I think that's your like party inventory.
Last test. If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it. Find my
Oh no,
sisters,
there's a quest to
no
it.
more
Okay,
than
fair
one
enough.
in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me.
Very cheery for a inanimate object.
Be, milady, the weaver of time, mother of history, author of all that has ever been.
Indeed, Sir Imp, as surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding, unbelievable.
Zizax would be such a fun character to voice act too, though. Just being able to go ham.
Absolutely.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival
Milady.
here at the end of time that
He doesn't have a fedora, though.
But why? Surely
Doesn't need one. He can form his ears into one. That cock more big over to your cock. Damn, Adam.
How did you arrive upon this plane?
Yes, it was a very big rooster. Cock jokes.
You have a cock joke, though.
Yeah. Tell us, how did you arrive here? It was a stone, a strange stone.
A stone?
I like how you can be like, well, you can fucking tell time.
You know these things, bitch.
That caused the great shock of energy that brought you here.
I like that there's threads behind her and stuff.
Life as well.
Mm.
Is that so?
I can't remember what finding the stones do.
Not
But they are like
this,
important.
no.
I think you actually have.
happened
Don't
to
you have to get a
you
certain number of
is
them to beat the
unique
game?
in all
Yeah,
my
I think they open new parts of this area. That's what they do.
So we could go get another one real quick.
Never
not in a
had I
rush.
experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours
I mean, if you
has.
go to the
You
grandest
appeared before me
scope
from
of
the
time, it
moment
kind
you
of
came into
does.
contact with that
Before we need to
stone.
move on, can I go pee and grab my
I
food?
now know it
Yeah.
to be called.
Cool. I'll be back in like 2-3 minutes.
Okay. I should probably stretch and do the same pretty soon myself. I know it to be called a Starstone.
Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
What is this Starstone?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
Zen looks like how I look like in real life. I mean, I have a better beard than that. Otherwise, not as far off.
Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
But I like staring into the void. Anyway, if they heal history, we must seek them out.
Though I may not yet understand why, it seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
But they're pretty. They're so pretty.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their
How did you know I was
whimsy.
back?
Collectors of Starstone.
I heard shuffling.
And more by the
You
day.
shouldn't. My
Now
mic was
I
muted.
understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Oh, you've still been going through dialogue though without me.
Hunter, there will be
I've just
no
been pressing
Rivellon.
continue on a lot of
The
it.
entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void.
They've mostly just been talking about. I thought you had your headphones on, so I was just trying to
Nope.
play it into your ears.
That's cool.
That shall never be, milady. As sure
Milady.
as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First
Is he like
we mend the
Muramasa,
tapestry,
where he's two
then
people in
we
one body?
stop the void.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he's just a weird goblin.
Okay.
Please, our most
We're all weird goblins.
mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
Only if that includes my mind. Oh, we have dialogue. Rah.
But a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
Can't deny our reaction to the Starstones.
Can't deny our reaction to Starstone.
My
There must
voice
be
does
something
not
to
match
all
my
of this,
face.
Mad as it may seem.
Still, it's quite a leap from finding a strange stone to placing the world's salvation on our shoulders.
Oh, you're pragmatic, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm playing the character.
I forget what other romantic one I took. But I do like that I have Lucky Charms, because they're magically delicious.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
Well, considering you're a little fucking loot goblin.
I really am.
Did you just do that?
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
Dialogue!
Come. I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge. The glint in your eyes and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from.
Or when it came
But
from.
you'll need a way to travel. Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Helps her weave. How do stones help you weave?
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims
His
it is
voice
so,
changed.
perhaps she knows why.
Yeah, there's two different voice actors originally.
Ah.
Some characters had voice acting in the original version, but not all of them.
Okay. So they brought in somebody who sounds similar.
Yeah, I'm guessing like not all the original voice actors were available.
That doesn't surprise me. Work can get in the way of other work.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, such a booklet does not exist. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the tapestry of time. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent.
And under someone's house.
2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent.
Let's see. More of a mere imp and more than a mere historian. Okay.
Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword, and even then I'll be back in a jiffy.
Can we test that?
No.
Of course, I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. I'll be out of a job.
Aww. Can't have a unemployed imp.
So that we may know the history that
Ugh.
no so that we
I
might
ate
not
that really
repeat
quickly.
what leads us to this dangerous precipice.
Sausage and potatoes and veg.
Hey, I'm probably going to be having that later this week because that's what's getting delivered tomorrow.
Mm.
Beef sausage and golden Yukons.
Nice.
Just chop them up and grill them up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find it lonesome?
Lonesome, observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore. Lonesome, being privy to all that has been and all that is. Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certainly doesn't mind a bit of company now and then.
I mean, it makes sense.
Absolutely.
Imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the sons of Sigurd.
Do you want to know something fun about Zigzags?
Sure.
He's level 26.
Goodness.
The Weaver of Time's only level 20.
I think, isn't the level cap in this something like 20 or 21?
I think so. I think it's 20.
I think it's... Because I know that there was a lot of things about like the second game having a lot more like skill points and stuff like that than the first.
Not really. About the same.
Neither do I, but the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand
These chairs are level 20.
yet, but
What?
our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the Void. Now, isn't that a lovely mission? Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
I mean, considering we're already at the end of time, I assume we're time traveling. The time might not be as much of a yes. Attitude -15.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I
He's a
hope
very
you begin
calm
to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem.
Voice actor.
In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the
She voices
deeds
one of the main
gods
characters
and
in
men,
Divinity 2.
of beasts and spectral apparitions.
Does she like not do much in this one, or is
Drift of
it?
continents through changing seas.
What do you mean, the actress?
The rise
Yeah.
and fall of empires.
No, she's a voice actor. She's
The
been acting a
shift
bunch
of
of characters
every
so far.
grain of sand on every
We've heard this
beach,
voice a lot.
The fall of every raindrop on every world. The all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all.
Her voice is a
are
similar
chemical
pitch to Lae'zel.
Except
I guess so, yeah, but it's not. It's not.
It's not
her. It's not Devora. She voices the girl that got bitten in the face. For one.
Okay.
She voices the narrator, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Ask and I shall answer.
Yeah,
if
she
I
voices a
can.
lot of characters.
Oh, Hunter, I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. All I need and all I am is time. And time is running out unless you remedy its decline.
Is that supposed to be blurry behind her, by the way?
Yeah.
And yet, I do enjoy your companionship.
It becomes clearer the more Starstone we get.
To become
Okay.
the cure that will heal my slipping soul.
Who are you, really?
I
It's
am
Ted
the
from
Weaver
accounting.
of Time, as I have told you. though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb to be.
What about not to be?
I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say?
I mean, if you're chronicling and weaving all of time, yes.
In creation. Perhaps I am.
You weave your own beginning and your own end.
Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you. You who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell. Alas.
And
the
why is the
answers to
Starstone
those
important?
questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet, a hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old. Quite so. Your absence. It should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know.
We passed the stealth check for a god.
I
I rolled a 37. Time itself cannot perceive me.
But perchance I may be cured of this.
I rolled a non-Euclidean angle.
Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time.
I rolled on a D infinity and got them all.
Oh yeah, so that's a fun maths question for you. Since I sent it to John. What is infinity? What infinity minus infinity equals what?
Infinity.
Oh, interesting.
Starstones will tell us.
Unless you're using it as a variable.
Is but the end. What it
John said it's negative of infinity.
That'd be 0
and
minus infinity. It's
Well,
infinity is just no beginning, no end, though. It's beyond human comprehension.
John's studying that kind of thing at the moment, so he's asking his maths tutor. And I said it's 0 because I'm a very pragmatic person.
Because generally, when we use infinity in math, it just means approaching but never reaching kind of situation, or we use it as a variable.
I don't know. I don't do advanced mathematics.
I don't anymore either. I haven't for a very long time, so I'm very well may be very wrong.
Oh, I know I'm wrong, but in my head I'm right.
Because you create time. Indeed, you have set in
It's
motion an event
I'm trying to remember the name of
unheard
the
possible.
paradox. It's a hotel paradox.
Mm.
A hotel with infinite rooms has infinite people in it. Another infinite people show up. How do you fit them in the rooms? Kind of situation.
Yeah.
Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the end of time and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creations.
I didn't realize how big Zigzags is.
Yeah, it's
But
huge.
suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars. They place new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you are creating time. These starstones, please seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone.
Bye. I am your biggest fan. So this isn't active.
I don't think anything in here is active Yeah.
Not until we find more.
I am curious how the mechanic for it works, because I have not seen that. Okay. Oh wait, isn't it through?
I think we just have to. Like teleport back via. Yeah. Ooh, we have to go together when you do this. Interesting.
The rift button.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh, because we
hello.
have multiple
Source hunters,
dialogues.
I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zixzax, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
Yeah, let's talk about agent's
and I'll
advice.
be delighted to give it.
Yeah, I started talking to
Dark
Medora by
webs are
accident.
being
That's why
woven
I didn't
around
realize
these parts,
Ahu was just
and
going to
it is
show
my
up.
firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
How did we find out Jake was a Starstone collector?
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the Grande Dame of Time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring.
You must be able to turn into different cats.
Because people will just know it's him.
Yeah.
That's where I saw them in a cabinet.
Cats can be recognizable.
Slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless.
Especially when you know some dude turns into a cat.
They lay there, silent and innocent. Though bloody murder may have been committed in their name.
Why is it nice for us to find a shelter?
Don't
Can we not just stay
all
here?
long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly.
How did you become
I met him
Zix?
first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthal Gore.
Fucking
He
Youthal
wondered
Gore.
aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert. Then shared what little food and water he had with him.
Youthal Gore.
So I told him who I was
Like Al
and
Gore,
showed him
but
my human form.
more violent.
He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you.
There's 4 of us, sir.
Let me phrase it like Zixzax might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing.
He looks very angry in his profile picture,
I'll
by
not
the way.
pretend
He
to
does,
have
doesn't
all
he?
the answers. All that I understand, all that is happening here and out there among the stars. But I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zixzax worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home. Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you.
I love that thing on his belt.
You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but
What thing?
alas, I
Little cat.
seem to have...
Oh, right, yeah. I
A
didn't
little
notice.
stuffy.
Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Use this one here, and
Never
it'll
noticed
take you
that.
straight to its twin.
Using this thing
Now
is
that
so
this matter has
funny.
been settled, hunters,
Don't forget to
I
talk
shall
to
detain
Jahan.
you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too.
I already talked to
So, if you-
Medora, unfortunately.
How intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more than the result of a demon's bowel movement imbued with the breath of life.
Damn, dude.
He doesn't like him.
And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know
That line alone makes me tempted to go get Stinky.
consummation devoutly to be wished.
Let's see. There's no such thing as too much knowledge.
Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't get to join in the Medora one.
Oh, was there a conflict point in the Medora one as well?
There might have been. See, I feel like the second one is a romantic option. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You'll rue the day you lend your trust to anything that is demon-touched. But this particular specimen, it delights in scholarship. A quality, I must admit, that highly speaks to its advantage. Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever more mighty.
Did we even get any
it-
shifts for that?
No, didn't seem so.
Yeah, I think the only thing I need to actually avoid is being too on the fence about any of those. If memory serves.
Yeah, I like that there's an advantage for playing a character, you know?
Yeah, leaning into it.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you just get no benefits whatsoever.
Yeah. Alright, let's go investigate the murder scene again.
Yup.
I don't think Medora's got anything else to say. Oh, she does have new stuff to say.
I'm listening in.
Why are you so
Frankly,
suspicious of magic and
it surprises me
magicians?
You lot are so eager to work with them.
Suspicious
My
of half our
experience,
party.
they're Kind of less reliable than used wagon
Yeah.
sand dwarfs from Yuthel Gore. Heed me, comrade. You can't trust a wizard, witch, diviner, conjurer, or seer farther than you
shit.
can throw them.
I am one of those.
We are both one of those.
What aversion to all things unnatural? Why aren't you bothered by your own use of magic?
Well, comrade, I've been around long enough, but not that long, mind, to know that little in this world can be split categorically into light and dark. My distrust of magic is instinctive after my years as a source hunter, but I also know that, at times, using the enemy against itself is the only way to make a lick of progress. So toss your cadabra elixirs and your illusion scrolls to high heavens, comrades. As long as I don't see a hint of darkness about you, you've got nothing to fear from old Medora.
Cadabra elixirs.
Have you talked to Jahan at all?
Not
Because you need to talk to them
really.
to advance their stories.
Daemon Daemonium. I'm
just gonna stand
of
here.
course you do.
Seem to really dislike
I
imps.
do, for they have demon blood running through their scoundrelly veins. Admittedly, unlike true demons, it is not impossible for an imp to be kind and mean it, to have intentions other than vile. But nevertheless, these scamps are never to be trusted. Their volatility is not only highly annoying, in all too many situations it can be lethal.
Yeah, he really doesn't seem like the loving type.
You are right and you are wrong.
He seems kind of like,
Right, precisely because I was wrong.
Oh, I just completely blanked on his
As
name.
long
Your
have
romance
guessed,
option.
The wound that ever
Alson.
bleeds was inflicted unto me by one of our species. Though in many ways,
Less
she
impressed
was
by people,
beyond
more
human
impressed by
scope.
nature.
Yeah.
My station was a high one once, until I was brought very low. I learned among the dregs that men are the same everywhere. Whether they approach you in a back alley reeking of sewer, or the jasmine-scented corridors of royal castles, they smile at you warmly, like friends would, as they fondle their daggers' hilts behind their backs. You are right that I lost affection, but I found it again among the beasts, among the stray cats and street dogs with whom I shared my all too meager meals. Over time, the deer of the forest no longer fled when I approached. Birds would gladly perch upon my hand and eat from my palm.
I mean, if you're around them enough, they just do that.
I found among them
That's what he's saying.
a serenity unseen.
Doesn't matter if you're a good person or not.
He's not saying it's because he's a good person.
Because for them, I harbor a vivid love indeed.
I think he's saying that, yeah, he's assuaged human company for so long that he has become known to beasts.
I am not from any place anymore. I go where my quest leads me. Besides, the name would mean nothing to you. The glorious city in the glorious kingdom where I was born.
Why would it mean nothing to us? Maybe we know of it.
Stone castles.
Yeah, maybe we're really good
Hued
historians.
Like the very sun that batters their battlements without rest. I can see them still. The fountained gardens and halls of pearl-colored marble inlaid with gemstones set in shapes of plants and beasts.
Sounds
yes,
fancy.
I can see them still.
Mm.
Though when I try to focus on their details, like mirages, they dissolve upon approach. Time. It frays the foundations of memory.
And why do you hunt demons?
For 1,000 reasons, and for one especial. The 1,000 obvious ones are list with pleasure. The special one, that is my secret to keep.
I like that. Okay, so list the obvious ones.
1. Their scourge taints the natural world.
If this actually has 1,000,
that would be hilarious.
Machinations irreversibly corrupt.
I would have to give like serious credit to the writers.
3. Their perversions seek to end all beauty. 4.
And for the voice
Their
actor for saying
schemes
1,000 of them.
unhinge the fabric of space and time. 5. Their presence distorts all
We're off to a good start.
intrinsic harmony.
Aww. Should we really keep secrets?
Hunter, I could find you cross-dressed under the spell of a dominant goblin, yet when next we'd meet there'd be no questions asked. I have my secrets.
How does he know?
They are ours to keep. Good. No
use saying about it.
Use the pyramid, by the way.
Here. First I have
Have
to
fun in
shoo away a
there.
creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
I don't even... Oh, I can't see who I'm talking to just because the text window's in the way.
It's a woman in a bath. It's the mayor's wife.
Why does she have 57 gold on her in the bath?
Why does she have her underwear on? I don't know.
PG-13. I guarantee you, if Larian had a choice, they probably wouldn't have.
My point was that it doesn't matter.
Of course, I can't see that any of that. So,
She got plenty of booba, so.
Now we'll go with reason.
Oh, that's interesting. You can't see your negatives. I can.
She has so much reason.
Yep.
Gonna lose this one.
I don't think there's a major consequence for it, but You literally can't lose twice. It's just that.
I got one.
A magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house, afore the divines punish you for your aberrant ways.
I don't think there's any, like, major consequence for it, but you need to pick up the pyramid.
Out! No!
Striking
if
it
you
rich!
please. This room is private.
Yep, out you go, because she will call the guards.
Oh, through that door. Like, it's a red door, sadly.
Yeah, so if you hand me one of the pyramids.
I will give you the ugly one.
You ugly one. The main use for them is to, like, you know, place them over gaps and shit. Oh, an identifying glass. Now I get one. Okay.
And use it to teleport over.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's usefulness for them.
We can also
there
use
are
them to
4
teleport
in
to each
total.
other.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's 4 in total.
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought there'd only be 2 and it'd just force
Nope.
you to use them as puzzles situations. You can steal all the paintings if you want.
You can do that if you want. The lock is level 1, so I can unlock it. A note,
Looking
a letter from
good.
Duke Farrell.
It's official.
Looking
the Duke
good.
of Ferrell is the worst
Looking
poet in
good.
Rivellon.
Stop!
In his defense, not much rhymes with murder.
Oh, and it
Dearest Esme, your lips are as red as emeralds, your hair is black as birch. Your love is like cholesterol, and oh, my heart it hurts. I want to hold you in my arms and stroke your little head, and all this would be easier if Counselor Jake were dead. Forever yours, the D of F.
So we meet yet another adulterous harpy. No doubt.
Oh damn, he does not like
guilty as
adulterers.
sin.
Another? I don't know which Cecile you've been turned through, buddy, but this one ain't exactly an adulterous harpy nesting ground.
Go on, Medora.
Daemon,
Just gonna have a nap.
May they be pertinent.
Is it
Hunter.
just that we get then? Oh,
And
Johanna
let
things to
the
say.
hunt
Yeah, he.
What did he have to say?
He didn't have anything to say. I was just checking if he had something to say.
All right. No, they just, you know, ambient dialogue. They just comment.
Looking good.
I think there's someone upstairs that has something to say about this stuff, but we can just explore everywhere, really. Oh, we need to talk to the Duke of Ferrell just because he wrote the poem.
Yeah. That's
Hold on,
locked.
let me have an exit. It's level 1. I can get us in.
Yeah, but we got people coming by.
All right, I'll give it a go now. Oh, it doesn't matter. You can just lockpick it.
Okay.
Apple, painting of landscape, chest. I'll have a look in the chest. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to steal from it. But holy crap, I am going to take that stuff. God damn, I don't care. I'll send you... I need the potion bottles, I guess, don't I?
Yeah, if you're going to be doing
okay.
the crafting.
Dagger.
Sent you an unidentified ring.
Okay, I got an amulet as well. Poison resistance, reflect 20% of melee damage as fire damage. I'll send that to Medora. And identify this. Ooh, another Lawmaster ring. I don't really need a second one. Because I kind of want the lockpicking ring for now. Alright. Have a ring, friendo.
Cool. My first point in Lore Master.
I need to equip the thing on Medora. I just was not paying attention. There we go. So 20% of the damage she takes now will be reflected as melee damage. That's pretty fucking good. Is there nothing else?
Look like it.
No. Okay.
Okay, so we have this room here with soldier
That was with the
guys.
elf in it. Yeah, I think she has stuff to say.
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here.
Can't
but
say
I
I'm a
do
fan
so
of
adore the hustle and bustle of the
the accent they're giving her.
I ain't heard it yet because I don't hear the first bit of dialogue.
Oh, she's got witchcraft and scoundrel stuff, by the
Scoundrel.
way.
I don't have any points in witchcraft, so
Neither do I yet.
no.
Probably won't for a while, so it's not really that urgent.
No.
I will eventually do witchcraft, but not take your travel
There I
merchant.
am. I have spent more of my life on the road traveling alongside great caravans than I have in any given
It's like a
place in
really
Rivendell.
bad
All of this
fake
earth is
Irish
my
accent.
home, for a few days or even but a few hours at a time, that is. You wouldn't believe some of the things I
Might
have
be West
seen.
Country.
Oh yes, a city besieged by the
Yeah, I don't
dead
think it's
isn't
Irish,
even
it's West Country.
remotely special
Could
to
be.
me. All the better that it isn't. For you and for me, because outlandish events lead to outlandish wares.
Actually, yeah, it would be more considered
have seen
a
them,
bad
have you not?
Welsh accent than it would a bad
Is
Irish
anything
accent.
amiss?
Yeah, that's Welsh, sort of. Again, that's why I said West Country, 'cause it's similar area.
I seem to have a lot of items related to witchcraft.
Punch on, perhaps, yes. I have the blood of sorcerers in my veins, and between you and me, the blood of sorcerers too. The power of sorcery is so very alluring, you know. But let us change topics, for should hunters catch a whiff of my inclinations,
Oh,
they
this is
wouldn't
awkward.
hesitate to kill me where I stand.
I'm not a
You
zealot.
should be more careful, madam. I am a hunter, but as luck would have it, I'm not a zealot.
Are you a zealot?
No.
And neither am I. Be advised, though, not to
Ooh,
give in to
Medora
your
might not like that, though.
inclinations. Other hunters may not be so forgiving.
Gods have mercy. I talked openly
Pragmatic.
about sorcery in front of a source hunter.
Yeah,
What
that
a
was
fool
fucking
I
stupid.
am. Thank you, oh compassionate soul that you are, to treat me so leniently. I never have and never will really dabble in sorcery. On that you have my word. On my life, I swear it. No need to worry, source hunter dearest. You'll find no sorcery here. Only honest to God's witchcraft.
That's so good.
Only honest to God's witchcraft. I don't need the witchcraft stuff just yet. I need to get my other ones up to 2 first.
You've planned too much.
It's
Ooh,
just I
this
want to
is-
have actually the ability to get adept skills rather than just all low-level skills.
That door is locked. I don't know if there's going to be anything super important in that. Oh,
You
okay.
must
I
gather
guess
your lockpicks before venturing forward.
Al has decided that we're lockpicking it. Okay.
I mean, I could just bust it down.
You could. I think they do get attracted to noise.
Nothing in here.
There were some braces and a sheet of paper.
There's some 48 defense armor. Into Medora. There's another repair hammer.
Ooh, lovely.
Are they one use or are they reusable?
One use, I think.
There's some lockpicks to you.
Yay!
And some cloth that you can sew into cloth armor if you want to.
Yay! I need to put in my. Why did you send me your hot topics on how to use the pyramid thing? Right, we're done
It's
here.
a hot topic.
I mean, I want it. You boss.
I didn't mean to do that, but
I don't believe
I'll
you.
go with it.
I don't believe you.
I'm good with it.
All right. Do we want to? Have we talked to... Yes, we talked to the One True Faith guy. Yep. What is down here? Oh, well, that, for one. Is that a vent? It is a vent.
Look out! Poison consumes me!
Oh, the rat set off the trap. That's so funny.
There you go, a nice little heal.
Let's see if there's a... Oops, cellar chest key. It's right there. Oh, it wasn't this chest.
It was the one over here.
It was that chest. Oh.
Earth essence. Fine sediment swirl from the autumn realm, lifted directly into this enchanted earthworm. I'm guessing that's for crafting spell stuff?
Maybe.
Or maybe wands?
Don't step on that thing.
Well, you don't want to trap.
No, not you. Yeah, I don't want to set off a trap. Alright, okay, so let's... You fucking asshole, Medora! We don't have any resurrection scrolls, do we?
I have 2.
Sick.
I just need to find something to close that trap with.
Mm-hmm. I think that thing can still trigger. If you use something like a candelabra, they don't break. You idiot, Medora.
Medurpa?
Yeah. When did you get resurrection scrolls?
I thought you sent me yours.
No, don't remember doing so.
This is going to explode.
You might want to turn it out, yeah. I was going to say, if you click on it first. There you go.
There it is. Not quite close enough.
Yeah, you're going to have to get poisoned for it. But yeah, this thing can't get destroyed now, so...
Okay. Heal yourselves, please.
Back on my feet again.
Okay, you...
If you place that candelabra on... Oh, actually, never mind, no. I think standing on that switch will just... Oh. That's...
bad?
I genuinely don't know why it's doing that. Oh, it didn't cover up the vent. That's why.
So that doesn't work for covering the vent.
It did for a second, but then stopped. That's very weird. Maybe one of the cooking pot. Have you got a cooking pot on you?
Negative.
Right.
Just go
I can
get a
send
basket.
you. That'll get destroyed. I've just sent you my cooking pot. I'll just get another one.
Okay.
You're gonna have to get poisoned again, though.
I can deal with that.
Have you seen what's left of my corpse, man? I got fucking melted.
Oh, lordy, that's awful.
You're gonna want to do it quickly before the chandelier sets it off again. The eternal explosion is coming, Al. Al! Al!
As good as a new penny.
Just because I would rather deal with poison than with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm fairly certain the cooking pot is like resistant to fire, so. And it's not enough to close the vent. That's very. You're gonna blow up. God damn it, man. I guess it's gonna have to be a box. Is there no way to like just walk past it? I walked past. I must have walked past it the first time because I didn't set it off.
Let's see. Maybe I can just resurrect you out of it.
Well, duh, because I've got the pyramid on me. Just resurrect me where I am, and then I can loot the thing.
But you're gonna explode.
Not if I... No, because I'll use the pyramid to teleport back to you. It won't explode if we don't set off the trap.
So you want about there?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'll just resurrect my Dora out here after you get done.
Oh, it looks like it was worth it because I got an elegant robe and I got a resurrect scroll. So I will send that to you. So at least we only lost one resurrect scroll for that. And the robes, identify. Ooh, 30 armor. They're actually better than mine. Plus 0.4 movement and HP. So I'll send them to you.
Groove.
And the boots, cloth boots. Yeah, I'll send them to you as well. Have you not been wearing this armor?
I just grabbed that armor.
Oh, it's dope.
The armor I just sent you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I just got it down here.
Alright, fair enough.
I figure you need that armor more than me.
Yeah, a bunch more daggers. Yeah, cool. I want that cooking pot back, to be honest.
Without aid,
oh, fuck's sake.
Is there anything else to loot in there?
Poison! No, there isn't. I forgot about poison. I didn't heal myself. Ow! I'm an idiot.
It's okay. I am probably more of an idiot, but there you go. There's some healing for you.
Oh, Nelly McGelly. At least I got my cooking pot back. That's the important thing, right? I got my cooking pot back.
You have got your cooking. I am going to grab it off of him. He has one that he comes with.
Oh, there was a cooking pot here as well. I didn't even need to die for that. That's so funny. Oh, here's the key to that chest as well.
Worth it for content.
Chest. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you want an identifying glass, or do you just have the one that you consistently use?
I've just got the one.
Okay. I will send you the steel bar and the sword.
Does the sword need identifying?
No, it's just a sword.
Oh, I didn't notice this elm bow I had, though, that needs identifying. It's a blue bow. Damn.
We already have War Master there.
Old Executioner's sword. Damn, that's hefty.
That can go in on
And it's
you.
way better than her current sword.
Yeah, you kind of start with just like junk.
Difference. Oh, but you need to be level 5, so it takes more to attack with it because of the level. So I will wait.
I'm glad that there's not
it's honor.
An impediment to using higher level armors for being higher level.
Yeah, I don't notice any.
Because otherwise I'd be in crap because my armor's level 5, I have a ring that's level 5.
Maybe there is, and we just haven't noticed them yet.
Watch it be like an AP penalty that just like rips the crap out of you.
Can I have a heal on Medora, please?
I don't know.
I know she's pretty stupid, but she deserves it.
Dropping heals on everybody because we are all a little dinged up. So.
Bless the Seven, I am restored.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here before I get myself killed again.
I think the first time we tried this, didn't we get wrecked down here too?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we ever came down here. Alright, now we need to confront
Challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's
the guy, because he wrote a shitty poem.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
I found the letter.
Which one? I've written, Esmeralda, more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
we need to talk to what's his face as well.
The
the coroner or whatever, mortician, which is over to the left.
Oh, that's the bath.
That's
That
the town hall. Yeah, it's this way.
Run, you fools! Fly!
Fly, you fool.
Oh Lord, I'm following you. I'm gonna get you and teleport your ass. That probably would have been a better way out of there.
Just a little bit. Where is the mortician?
Probably over with Adams.
We got XP for it. What's in the ledger? Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cecil, Captain Orus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. The corpse can't just vanish into thin air, and even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto the empty slab. No, one of them must have been involved, but as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be traced back to me.
Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could
9-inch nail.
Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
I do like that it shows that little, like, flare thing. Whenever you do
when you
find
get the
something
lucky?
extra.
Yeah. Second life, death rites, rituals, among the... Okay, that's boring. Doesn't mean anything. I feel like the mortician is supposed to be here.
Maybe they're upstairs?
So they are.
Hello,
So,
Daedalus.
what's the bad
Daedalus.
news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
Ooh, he's got some 9-inch nails which we could use for crafting. Tell me about yourself first.
This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Seal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless.
Are you really?
be.
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like.
I just realized how big the nails are.
I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace.
He's not gonna like this.
How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open.
Actually, no, we just dug up the body, but...
Perhaps I even look forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know?
I guess ask all of them.
Shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know? And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined. Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains.
Well, I noticed something strange about the
Can't see
remains.
why
They were
he'd bother
sheepish.
to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't.
So he was the one who probably kidnapped the sheep then.
This, yeah, probably.
I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, and there was something about her that night.
We haven't spoken to this woman yet.
Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for.
Experiments. And
I
Esmeralda.
never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
And the bag of gold.
That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
It's interesting that you can't just say yeah to let him keep it.
Yeah, or ask who gave it to him and all that stuff. I think I'll go with Bertia, because that seems the most, like, not shitty. Let's see how poorly I do.
It's 3 for 3, so...
So it's a 50-50 chance. Actually, it's probably a bit less than a 50-50 chance, sadly.
It's a 1 in 3 chance.
Well, because they don't select the same one that you have.
Oh, right. So it's never a tie.
Yeah.
Is what you mean. Nice one.
That almost feels like it was letting me win.
You know, I reckon Bertia really didn't get a fair shake in all this, did she? Here, take the money and give it to her. Times are hard enough as they are.
Is it just counted as... Oh, no, I just get a pile of 150 gold.
Hey, we'll have...
Oh, fucking hell.
In 3, 2...
I just walked through the door and he didn't even give me a chance to stop walking through it.
Sorry, Roberts. No calling friends.
This is awkward.
Indeed. We'll be fine. Our target is not in a good line, so we will just fold. And there is no way to, like, calm a battle, I don't think.
No, we can flee. Like if we just go through the door, the battle will end as long as we don't come back up here, basically. So we can just leave.
I mean, I've already smacked him halfway down, but...
That doesn't mean that we have to kill him.
True. Question is, will he follow us down?
I don't think so. Once you're far enough, you can select flee. I just don't know where the option is. I think it's on skills.
It's up to special, yeah.
Yeah, I've fled. But you have to do it turn by turn. So. There we go.
Let's go ahead and grab flee. Put it down there somewhere. And you are the last one in battle. Goodbye.
Good friends, goodbye.
Here's only thing I'm hoping is that it doesn't have a...
Like, reputation system?
I mean, I know we have a reputation system. It's just more of...
Like crime.
Yeah.
Well, I'm stood near some legionnaires right now, and they're not saying anything, so...
The dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
Okay, so we need to go talk to the doctor. We still haven't done that yet.
They are... Aren't they closer to, like, the Castile Harbor?
They're down at the bottom where... Yeah, they're down at the bottom.
So that would be Harbor.
No. You can just walk down there from where we are.
Oh, I can't pathfind there. That's lovely.
And I'm there. Should I be talking to people because I have higher charm?
Possibly. Like, if we have to, like, make any deals, yes. And if we have any of those, like, head-to-heads, you're going to be better at it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yes. Does that mean should I be the one engaging, starting conversations?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I can listen in.
Yeah, it just means chat just misses out on the first bit of dialogue, but that's not a huge bit of deal. Like, they can still read it.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
Resurrection scrolls are cheap.
Well, you're gonna need them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna sell some of this crap.
I think you can eventually learn it as a spell, can't you?
I don't remember. Well, I'm selling stuff before I talk to this guy. Well, that made us 851 gold. So.
A source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves.
That's so weird.
No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah?
Creepy.
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes.
That giant sparking
Certainly,
thing
what
on
would
your
you like
back
to
is
know?
very distracting, Doctor.
Mm.
The counselor, terrible loss that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant.
No, it's me that's not reading
From
things.
what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
Tell me of the undead.
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare.
Did it start as soon as he came into town?
I believe in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Tell me about yourself.
Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who
I can
cured the
slow
Duchess
walk
of
my
Arata
memory.
of her unslakable thirst, a simple pinch of atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of cicuta douglasii on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late.
So your apprentice has enjoyed some success.
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
A revolutionary healing
She's
method.
gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of
Starstone.
feats of healing, but she won't let me take.
It's the one I accidentally stumbled on.
But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern
I
town,
has Cheetos.
Silver Glen by name,
Hey.
and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silver Glen to learn the truth myself.
Healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like
Oh, you
inexplicable.
have dialogue with Medora.
That relic of Evelyn's the so-called healing crystal. I've seen one like it before, and by the Patriarch's pockets. It's a relic of Source. One look at that gem will be enough to convince me it's no force of good, but a bloodstone through and through.
A bloodstone, you say? Tell us more.
Those men hardly sound long for this world.
Oh, I get to choose.
We both do. I said Bloodstone, tell us more. But I could have said, you're paranoid, basically.
Let's go for ya.
I've come across such a stone before. It may be capable of healing, as the good doctor describes, but its origins are as dark as midnight. Bloodstone is so named for a reason, you see. What starts as a pretty gem is corrupted by 6 sorcerers who infuse it with the blood of the slain. If that stone is what I suspect, I wouldn't trust Cyseal's so-called healers any more than I'd trust a pyromancer on a wooden boat.
She really doesn't like that magic.
Oh, hello.
The moaning.
I like how she immediately says that, and then I can just be like, "Tell me about yourself." But first off, I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this resurrection stone. Thank you for the scroll. Tell me about yourself.
I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just.
Tell me, booba lady.
To meddle with life and death this way. I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but 1 healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Tell me more about the
What would
patients.
you like to know?
Tell me about
One
Boris.
of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is.
What was he doing at an orcish club?
For him, a cattle
I
trader
hear they got
found him,
real good ravers,
nearly
but
dead,
still.
but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
I'd like to know more about Stephen.
Quite the venerable staple of Cyseal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Cyseal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
I'm ready to make a decision.
You are? I thank you 1,000,000 times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Who shall live and who shall die?
Boris's life has just begun.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
I concur.
Yes, Boris deserves to experience
I was
all
debating
the
being
pleasures of life
contrarian.
that Stephen has already enjoyed.
As I do so well.
Boris it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save 1 man, but my heart breaks for the other.
No.
No,
Be healed.
No, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning?
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Can we talk to Boris? Hi, Raphael.
Again. It's Raphael 2.0.
What will you do with your renewed life?
What will I do? What won't I do? Seeing how short life can be, how easily it can be taken from you. I'll see it all, do it all. And after I've climbed every mountain in Rivellon, and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote myself to learning the magic that saved me. Everyone deserves to feel the thrill of a renewed life. I'll see you around then. I'm liable to spring out of this bed at any minute.
I mean, I'm not going to talk to. I'm not going to talk to Stephen. That's going to be fucking sad. All
I'm gonna
right,
pick
let's.
up the inert stone. I don't know if we can do anything with them.
Ooh, we want to get into the back room at some point. I remember there being like a trap door at some point.
I wish there were enough stones
In here?
I think so at some point, yeah. If I recall, but it's been a very like again, it's been like 10 years, so.
For some reason, the rift travel button is flashing at me.
Yeah, because we've gotten a new part of the thing, the end of time.
I think if we leave and come back, that room should at least be empty sometimes. If we want to go in
Yeah.
there.
His troubled mind can't have gotten far.
You're talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were talking to the dude.
About your healing stone.
Strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
You've been named a suspect in Jake's murder.
Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin.
That would mean his skin was gone.
Nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what
Peeled.
information I could.
Like a human banana.
Delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal. I've been
Tell me
studying
about
under
yourself.
Theliron for some time now, but that task, being asked to play the gods, was the first time I've ever questioned my, well, suitability for the work. I've a passion for this work, you see. A passion to see things put in order. From a flesh wound healed to an entire city made resistant to a fatal illness. What right has something as trivial as a wound or as senseless as an epidemic to take a human life?
It's a very interesting way of looking at it.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond.
All right, do you want to head to the end of time?
Yeah. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine.
I've been eagerly expecting you. You found
Welcome
another
back, Sausage.
starstone, haven't you? Go on. Ask me how I know.
How can you tell we found another stone?
Mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane, when the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life?
I remember the springing. I remember your running.
It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery. You don't imagine
What
that
is
I
through the
presume
portal?
to explore it before you? No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well,
The what?
No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful.
Do you know, I vaguely remember this, yeah.
Faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of
God,
course.
the voice acting is so OTT, man. It's great.
Once you're
I love it.
You'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
Oh.
Off we go.
Follow the running imp.
Follow the freak.
He's a freak.
He's super freaky.
Aren't you going to leap through? Who knows what wonder awaits you?
I do remember this.
Oh, isn't this... I'm guessing this is a recruitable place, isn't it?
Yes, I think this is where you get the hirelings.
Just judging by the name Hall of Heroes.
Yep.
God, she looks kind of creepy sitting like that. It's like she's hunched over.
You. It cannot be
Yeah,
you.
she also looks fucking fit,
But
so.
it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now Now you follow, ignorant of your faults and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this.
Okay, Astarte.
He won't believe.
Now she doesn't look all hunchy over.
Hmm.
But they have come, as I prayed they would.
Is there anything else in here? Oh god, there's
Ancient
forks,
diary.
knives, and spoons, and cups.
My friend and ally, the war has been won. Our victory is now inevitable. A fact to certainty. One might say these last battles we wage are therefore pointless conflicts. But if the enemy won't relent, so be it. Truth be told, I relish in their stubbornness. Give me bloody combat. Give me the thrill of the front line. I shall be the first to break their ranks and the last to leave the battlefield. But you've been absent lately. It goes without saying, I prefer to see you by my side. We shall meet again at the funeral, I suppose. Until then, I bid you adieu. Why is there French in every fucking fantasy universe? Why, no matter what we do, does French persist?
My fellow general, in victory, life has taken an unreal turn. Everywhere I go, it seems I am revered not unlike a god. People feel graced when I look them in the eye, considering it a blessing. Children try to touch my hand or sleeve, believing it will bring them good luck. The absurdity of all is staggering. Above all, I wish I had more time to myself. Some much-needed peace of mind now that peace is finally in sight. Peace of mind. The closing of the coffin was seared into my sight. The dull thud of stone on stone echoes still. You may relish in combat still, but I have lost all appetite for carnage.
Esteemed generals, all of Rivellon thanks you. All of Rivellon is in your debt. Gods and kings bow before you both, and it is right and proper that they do so. Even they had thought all was lost, that the world was to meet its end, but you turned the tide. Many have fallen, so very, very many, and I know you have suffered a great personal loss as well. Know, generals, that I sympathize deeply, so let us meet in the Hall of Heroes, both to celebrate and to remember, to honor the living and to honor the dead. Signed, Henry, son of William, righteous king of Ferrell.
Not the righteous king of Ferrell.
And there's also John Smith. I think this is where, now that we have this is where other companions end up if we recruit them.
That'd be cool.
Why?
Stacking all the fellows. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there's treasure chests in here. Nothing in it. It's here. One over on this side? Doesn't look like it. Yoink. Oh, you were mentioning cheese earlier, by the way.
I was.
There's another piece of cheese. Couple pork dishes. Doing some crafting, I see.
I'm attempting to, but I need more blacksmithing ability to do it. So, it will not work.
Ah, the smith.
I think Medora gets blacksmithing ability as she levels, but
I think Jahan only has.
Yeah, because I can't level all of them. Currently, I have one from Scientist.
Yep. That's what he has too.
Yeah. So. Are we talking to John Smith? I think he's just the...
Wrong person.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's just hirelings.
Wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else we want to get done today, or if we want to.
I mean, we're about to hit 6 hours, so I think it's probably good there.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that, like, we're going to forget if we don't do it, you know?
How come she seemed to know me?
Oh, where did the woman go? Does she just wander around?
I think isn't she a she had villainous vibes to me.
See you on the shelter
Does she just
plane.
leave? Does
A
Zigzag's
home
having
away
it to
from
say?
home, is it not?
Let's discuss the rooms I've discovered here in the shelter plane. Do you know more about the lady we've met beyond the portal?
Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps you'll meet her again and we'll learn more about her and about you.
Because she was talking about how she tricked people and caused
Yeah,
them
she
suffering.
tricked us. She said she tricked us specifically.
What can you tell me about the banquet room?
Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. Once upon a time, great feasts were held there in honor of heroes graced by the gods themselves. In that room, mortals and immortals dined side by side. I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes, should you come across such rarities, so that when needed, they can serve you in your quest against the void.
Okay, so yeah,
Maybe now we can recruit people and not like have to add them to the party.
We can check. Let's go to Northgate.
Yeah, because there's the woman right there.
Yep. We might have to like clear a spot in our party recruiter and then send her there, I guess. But
Alright.
That's the only other thing that I can think of that maybe it wants us to do.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's only the 4 characters, isn't it?
Yeah, there's only
Stinky.
4 recruitables.
Yeah.
Heating up.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Stinky, quiet, crazy, and psychotic.
You don't think it's infected?
Well, actually,
do you?
crazy and
Careful,
stupid.
Source Hunter. If I keep my eyes off this cage, the beast's liable to risk an escape.
I'd say you ought to take her off our hands if you had the space.
She may have the look of a. We got
Yeah, they
reports
have
of
to
a
have
straight
space
tap
for
on
them.
the-
Tell you.
Enjoy it while you
Okay,
can.
well. It's up to
I
you.
will.
What can I do for you, Source Hunter?
Need you to leave the party for the present.
Do you now? Yours is this
Okay, so he'll be at the end of time, so we'll take her.
Careful, Source Hunter. If I.
Well, that's.
Likely come in handy if we can trust her with our watcher
Perhaps
backs.
it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all.
Heed me,
Does she have
Source
what to say?
Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
I think she's got. Yeah, she's got
Yep,
another
she got dialogue.
resurrection scroll.
She got dialogue too.
Give you all of her stuff.
What are the stats on her sarong? Kind of want it. Nothing. It's fine then.
I mean, I could send them to you if you just want the aesthetic.
No, it's fine.
Source Hunter, I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
There's little in our world more variable than the minds of men. It is a source of great beauty and much despair, and all of it uniquely human.
So would humans know better than that of the basis beast? No, I've already said that. Yeah, you find your fellow surprise you for better or worse.
It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. I am still learning to see myself in the faces
There,
of those
Doctor.
I meet. And those I meet do not always see themselves in me. It is strange to
Find
stand
it
with one foot in the
interesting that they
forest
don't have
and the
more
other in the
portraits that you
city,
can
Source
choose from
Hunter.
in this version.
I am glad that now
than
I
the
have
original.
you standing beside me.
There's more than the original had. The original
Yeah.
had like 4.
Oh, true.
Like the original had, as if you're talking about player characters, yeah, the original had like 4.
But I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears?
Meant that I'd be responsible for you.
In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a
What does
place.
child of bears mean?
And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Thris. Do you know it? The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Thris among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Thris the wolfson, and I the bear daughter. If you say so, Source Hunter. But take a lesson from the ancient king of Battlestone, who on his deathbed moaned, "Would that
My character
I
looks
had
fucking
kept my
awesome.
friends as close as I had kept my enemies."
Bye. All right, we ending there.
Can we grab mute guy?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say no.
Just real quick, just so I don't forget him later.
Yeah. I don't think it has an effect on the story to grab them, because originally you only had these two companions.
I think the only reason like we might interact with them is if we want to do their quests, but
Yeah, maybe. I'm happy to do like as much of this game as possible. Like, this game's great, you know, so it doesn't bother me.
we'll see how much it drags on towards the end part of it. Because
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I'm oddly enough really looking forward to like Original Sin 2 especially.
Oh, DOS 2 is gonna be great.
Yeah, because I want to really play with the combat mechanics in that. Of
Yeah,
course,
well, most of the combat mechanics haven't changed much from 1 to 2, so once we get further in, there's just more spells.
we could probably do this, then DOS 2, then Baldur's Gate 1, then Baldur's Gate 2, so we'd actually have them linked. But
if you wanna.
You see a shady looking
I don't think
figure
Baldur's
fishing
Gate 1's
coins
gonna
of
take
gold
us that
out of
long,
the muddy
so
water that
either way it
pours
doesn't
beneath
mind.
the well overhead. His
I just have to be
movements are
careful
quick
of bum
and
rushing
nervous,
through Baldur's Gate
but
1.
nevertheless, he seems to
Yeah,
enjoy
sure.
stuffing what cash he can find into the many pockets of his shabby garb.
Because
So
I have a
absorbed
tendency
is
to do
he in
that.
his coin hoarding that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up, and quick as a cat its talons, readies 2 daggers. Your friendly tone of voice has immediate effect. The man
We
quickly
mean you no
relaxes his
harm.
aggressive stance, sheathes his weapons, and pulls a quill and a scrap of parchment out of one of his pockets. Dexterously, he writes down a couple of phrases, then holds it out for you to read.
This sounds like Stanley Parable's narrator.
Yeah, a little bit.
You can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for.
Yes.
Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines.
Okay.
Name's Walgraf. I admire you.
So this guy wasn't
Now
in the
you're a
original?
source hunter. Scythial dead end.
Or was
No.
it?
Please let me join you.
It was Jahan and Medora that were in the original. You can tell by the different narrator and the fact that when we had like a choice between our characters, there was no
Nods
voice work.
enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments.
I think they added them
covers them with words
because people were asking for more companions, and it also kind of limited what you could choose
Sorcerers took my voice.
class-wise.
Yeah, because starting with a mage in a fighter really does kind of like mean you have to go with like different elements of mage or different like archer.
We don't
and stuff like
have
that,
to.
or-
It's just people. It limited you if you wanted that variety. Yeah. If you wanted to play a mage, you kind of couldn't because Jahan auto levels.
I'm a good sneak, good fighter, good with locks. See things you don't. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make them pay. Please.
Please.
Walgraf eagerly catches your gaze with the best puppy eyes imitation.
I
you
love
can
that they
muster.
actually animated him writing.
Yeah.
Consider yourself hired
I could
for
use
just a
someone with
few
your
moments.
Specific type of expertise. Consider yourself hired.
Be welcome, Walgraf. Riches await.
Oh, there's voice work
You'll
for this one.
obtain them for us.
Walgraf smiles and shakes your hand in thanks. With a gesture of the arm, he seems to say, I'm ready. Lead the way.
I love his little portrait.
Yeah.
He just looks so happy.
You call
A little smile.
He awaits your queries.
Oh, I forgot if I need to check his inventory. Inventory-wise on him, he should have, yeah, another resurrection scroll, some more potions, a bow if you want it, Backpack.
I don't need it, but I'll sell it.
And I will send him off.
You call to Wolgraff. He awaits your query. Wolgraff gives a curt, disgruntled nod and does a funny dance while holding his hands to his head like floppy ears. You assume he's off to stay with Zigzags on the Shelter Plain, or that he's having a stroke.
Well, that he's having a stroke.
It's one or the other. I mean, I'm not sure actual like mobility is a sign of a stroke, but I'm just gonna go.
I think it's just the gag.
Yeah. It's just the gag. Ribbit. I'm debating between that and fart as my join noise. It tells you my maturity level.
What can I do for you, Source Hunter? Only fool.
Okay. Well, it was fun. We got a little bit of progress. Even if I was a bit scatterbrained during it.
Mm-hmm.
So I separate them. Sit my happy ass down as we end the session. And I will see you guys next time. Anything you want to promote? Talk about projects?
New episode of All for Arnold is hopefully coming out soon. All for Arnold is on Spotify. It's a podcast with me and Morocco where we review all of Arnold Schwarzenegger's films from the beginning. And also go check out Mole Man in the Morning. It's now also on YouTube. So if you search Mole Man in the Morning podcast on YouTube, you will be able to listen to myself and Morocco watch all of Simpsons from start to finish. Al's even on that once. Twice now, actually, I think. Maybe not twice?
Not twice yet.
Alright, we'll have to get you on again.
See you guys next time.
Bye. Bye.